Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Wyatt Soli of Fowlerville boys basketball, Fowlerville football, and Fowlerville baseball. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Wrapped up a basketball season, just wrapped up the season this week. I know obviously not the outcome that you wanted, but you achieved something that not many players get to do in their basketball careers. Getting to 1,000 points. What was that like for you to get that, even though the outcome was not what you wanted overall?
Um, it was very rewarding. I was up my freshman year for on varsity basketball, and I didn't score a ton, and I didn't score a ton my sophomore year either. So I kind of thought like going into my high school career, like 1,000 points are out of reach after the first 2 years. But last year I ended up picking up my scoring, and this year I really kicked it into gear. So just being able to hit that mark and um it's not something you see every day, and it just felt good to get there, and it was just rewarding, and it made walking away from basketball not as hard as I wanted to do because that was a long time goal of mine, and I ended up hitting it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been quite the year for you. I know, just with everything, I know there's definitely have been some challenges and things that Fowlerville has had to go through with the boys team this year. But what was it like? I know this was a pretty good year for you guys. I know there were a lot of ups and downs, but this was a really good year for you guys, especially coming from what the last 2 years have been, a big overall improvement.
hmm yeah, I mean, our record wasn't what we wanted to be, is the same as last year, but just the team morale, and I feel like our program's going in the right way now. It's getting better. Um, like it was actually enjoyable to go to practice, even though like you showed up to one of our practices and we didn't practice like a 5-17 team, or 5-16, whatever we were. We showed up in practice like we were winning games. It was a good feeling to at least go out on a good note and like seeing where the program's going. It's better than what we were dealing with for sure.
Yeah. For you, I know, before that, of course, you were coming off, a football season. It also had its ups and downs as well. How did that go for you in your senior year?
It obviously wasn't successful as I wanted it to be. We all wanted to see playoffs before we got out of high school. It's not something Fowlerville's done in a few years, but um it was good. I mean, I got to play with my brother. I got to play with my lifetime best friends, like all the kids in my grade. So it was, even though it wasn't what we wanted it to be, it was just a great like experience overall.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I mean, you've had a lot of moments in your career that have done a lot. But some of the moments that stood out from your football career?
Probably my junior year when we beat Adrian, they were like undefeated going into it,
Right.
and we ended up getting a win, and that was just a great feeling. It gave us hopes for playoffs. We ended up not making it, but it was just a great feeling, after the game with the boys, like everyone was like happy, excited. And then this year I would say, also I would probably say Charlotte. We beat Charlotte, who we weren't supposed to win or beat against, and we end up getting a win against them, and it's just a good way to go out. You don't want to go out losing your senior year on your last game, and we got to win our last game, and it was a great feeling.
Absolutely. Basketball wise, what really stood out for you there?
Um, I would definitely say my district game when I hit 1,000 points. That was cool. And then I have a lot of good memories my freshman year. We beat Gabriel Richard in the district, so that was an insane game. Their student section was crazy, and um I got to just playing with some of my best friends were honestly like some of my favorite moments from high school because like it's just it's just five of you instead of 11 of you on like the basketball court. So it's cool just being with your best friends and doing something like I played AAU with a lot of my teammates that I played with in high school. So it was just cool, playing with them again.
Yeah. So I know obviously just, you're a three-sport athlete, you're going doing all these different things. What's it like just going from one thing, you're done with football. Okay, I'm getting ready for basketball. And then you're done with basketball. Okay, now it's time to get ready for baseball. What's that like to just go through all these different things?
It's definitely a challenge because, obviously like I'm a kid, sometimes I would like off time, but now that I'm like a senior and I'm only have baseball left, I'm really starting to appreciate like all the time I put into this. It's you don't get anything back like high school sports. And it also like it's nice in my senior year because it keeps my mind off like I'll never get to play football again because I have to go right into basketball. And then like now I'm right into baseball again, throwing and stuff. And now I'm like it keeps my mind that I played my last basketball game. So it's nice and it has its downs in a couple aspects, but the positives definitely outweigh it.
Okay, so you're I believe you're a quarterback on the offense, and I believe
hmm
secondary on defense.
I didn't really play defense in high school just because we didn't have a backup quarterback.
Right.
So
Okay.
no.
I know obviously small schools, everybody has to do their part and stuff like
hmm
that.
Yep.
Um, okay, best. So so coming into this, like, how is your senior year going so far? You knowing that you only have a few more months left.
It's been pretty good. I mean, now school's definitely it's pretty easy. I mean, I only have like two classes or two hard classes. The rest of them aren't very hard. So, school's pretty just it's more like hang out with your friends, which is nice because you won't see those people a lot like after high school. So, it's just a good time. Just I don't even mind going to school anymore now.
Yeah, yeah. Knowing what, what was this year like, just getting ready for football games and basketball games, knowing that this is your last year and you don't know if you'll be playing these sports again.
Oh, it was definitely like a mindset to just give it all that I have. There's like nothing saving because like my junior year, I always had like I didn't want to go out with any regrets, my senior year. So like my senior year, I just put it all on the line and did everything that I possibly could. So I had no regrets, leaving high school.
Yeah, for sure. So, I know baseball's coming up. What's that going to be like? I know there is a new coach as well. So what's and obviously what's it going to be like heading into going into your final year of high school baseball?
It's definitely gonna be different. I'm gonna have to pitch more than I have all of high school. I mean, I haven't really pitched since like sixth grade. We've lost some good pitchers this year, and we're gonna be a little bit short-handed in our pitching rotation, but we have some athletes out there and some good baseball players. So I think that um, everything will work out. We got a good coach coming in. He knows us kids. He's in the Fowlerville community, so I think we'll be good. I think it's just gonna take. We're just gonna have to out athlete teams, is my opinion. We're gonna have to hit the ball well and not rely on our pitching so heavily as we have the past couple of years.
Absolutely. Um, what's your approach with these last few months, just overall as a high school senior? Because you know your last day of high school will be here before you know it.
Yeah. Uh, it's just enjoy it and enjoy being able to hang out with my friends every day. Like just thinking about the summer, I'm gonna have to work all the time, and college is gonna be different. You're not gonna be seeing your best friends every day. So my mindset is just enjoy as much as possible, and just do whatever I can to have the most fun.
Absolutely. So, all right, I know you were on here last year, but let's get to know you a little bit more. How about that, Wyatt?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so what's your overall favorite moment from so far from your high school career?
Oh, I would say probably hitting 1,000 points. That was just a overall. uh, great feeling, and it was just cool to do that. I mean, it was nice to finally hit 1,000.
Yeah. Go-to place for food. This is just in general.
Ooh, go-to place. Um, I would say probably Panda Express. If I'm just like, I gotta stop and get food somewhere, I love Panda Express.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's now one conveniently in Howell now.
Yep.
That way you don't have to that way you don't have to go all the way to that way you don't have to go all the way to Brighton. So
Yeah.
um let's see. Favorite spot to go to for like, vacation or something like that. I know obviously spring break is coming up.
Yep.
So what's an ideal vacation spot for Wyatt? Or do you have a particular favorite?
Every year we go down to Florida and we go down to a place in Madeira Beach. So that's like my favorite spot. We also go to the UP every year. We have family up there, and it's very nice up there. But this year for spring break, I'm going to Punta Cana. So that will probably take the cake. It's all inclusive, so that's nice. So I'm ready. I can't wait for that.
Absolutely. And finally, what's something people don't know about Wyatt?
Oh man, not many people would guess it, but I'm really studious. Like I enjoy school and I like, you know,
Interesting.
doing homework and I don't mind it at all.
Absolutely interesting. All right. Well, Wyatt, thank you so much for the time as always. Best of luck the rest of your senior year. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.